Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Mindset Reset Time snapshot session. My name is Sonia Kirschner. I'm the Mindset Medium. I've been facilitating breakthroughs for ambitious women, men, in their lives, work, and businesses for 10 years now. I'm also the founder of A Power Free Coaching, Training, and Mind Freedom. Today, we are talking about the important topic of what everybody wants and how you, yes, you, and you, how you can get it. This is a topic which came up in the Mindset Reset Time group coaching sessions, which are taking place every Tuesday and Friday. If you want to get a free day pass, just come along under the mindsetmedium.com, the link to which you find also in the description. But the topic came up, what everybody wants and how you can get it. So I thought I'd jump on here and share it also with my wider network, because I know you guys will benefit. So people really want to change one of two things. People usually want to change the way they feel. So they from feeling frustrated, angry, stressed to feeling more in control. From feeling sad or angry to feeling happy. Or for feeling depressed, anxious to feeling a sense of control of how they feel. So a sense of certainty, a sense of confidence that they can control their emotions in any circumstance and situation. So people want to change either how they feel or they want to change a behavior. They want to stop smoking. They want to stop eating so much. They want to start exercising. They want to develop a healthy routine, right? But why do they want to do that? Because once they do, they know they will feel better, right? So the only reason why we want to change our behaviors is because we know that when we behave differently, we will feel better. In fact, everything we as human beings do is to make us feel better in any way, to change our state, so to speak. So no matter what you want everything that you want in your life is because in the having of it, you would feel good. I mean, challenge me on this. Think about something that you want in your life that you don't want because it will make you feel that way. Everything that we want in our lives, everything that we want to achieve from the material perspective, from our goals and aspirations, is how we want to feel, and we believe that it will make us feel better. So everything we as human beings do is to make us feel better. And essentially, to make us feel better is to change our state. It's all about the state. Because you and I, we both know that from a strong emotional, psychological, physical state, we embrace challenges completely differently. We'll look at the world from a different perspective. When we walk through life feeling confident about who we are, feeling good about ourselves, feeling good about who we have become, feeling strong and passionate and happy about who we are and the role we play in the world. As airy-fairy this may sound, but when we walk through life being hopeful and excited and passionate and having a strong sense of confidence about where we are heading and who we are, then everything, all the challenges around us seem as challenges where we can apply our skills and efforts to make things happen, to figure things out. On the other hand, when we walk through life feeling less confident, feeling insecure, feeling angry, frustrated, pissed off all the time, then challenges become big problems and they can weigh us down and have an influence on who we are and our life experience. So our state, the way we feel, is the number one controlling factor of how we apply ourselves, of how much of our ability we utilize in any given moment in time. It's not our skills, it's not our experience, it's not our competency, it's our state. The way we feel is the number one determining factor that determines how much of us we apply ourselves, how much of our resourcefulness we apply in any given moment in time. And I get it. We don't all feel a strong resourcefulness. We don't always feel in a strong state. We don't always feel emotionally, physically, psychologically strong. But from this emotional strength, we approach the world challenges from a different perspective. That's why really our job number one is to keep us in a peak state, because our peak performance, we are really at our best in terms of finding solutions to problems, experiencing life, looking at things from the perspective of appreciation and applying ourselves to finding solutions. We are at our strongest when we approach them from a peak state. So there are two main things you can do to shift yourself of any kind of state which is less than powerful and empowering and hopeful and strong and peak to exactly a strong psychological, emotional, and physiological strong state. And these two things, the two primary ways to control how you feel is, number one, is the way you use your body, your physiology. And you may say, oh, come on, I've heard about it, Sonia. What are you talking about? I know that how I use my body affects the way I feel. But hang on. Give me a moment. If I were to ask you how a depressed person look like, what would you say? You would probably say something along the lines, oh, well, they are slumped over, they're looking down, they're breathing shallow, and they are speaking probably soft and slowly, right? As opposed to, how does an energetic, enthusiastic, passionate person look like? What do they do with their body? What do they do with their voice? How do they breathe? Is the breath full or shallow? Do they speak slow or fast? Do they have a tone in their voice which is passionate, which ignites passion in yourself? I know that you know the answers to this. And I know that you know that when you use your body in a way which empowers you, where you feel physically strong, that it has an impact on your confidence. And even if I'm just reminding you right here, that is your state, your physiology is the way number one of how you can shift yourself from feeling anything other than, hopeful, at least, passionate about what you do, full of positive expectation. Your state, your physical state, your physiology is step number one, or key number one, that can shift you right back to feeling in control. So our physiology, it's about what we do with our body. Yes, there are certain things you can do. I'm sure you've heard of power posing and Amy Cuddy's research on Amy Cuddy being the Harvard professor who is interested in human behavior and how our body, our physiology impacts human behavior. She introduced power posing in her 2012 TED Talk, but essentially, in case you haven't heard, she proved with research that by applying power poses like Wonder Woman or Superman for just 2 minutes, that it shifts your biochemistry, that your cortisol level, the stress hormone, drops by more than 35%, that your risk-taking ability increases by 30%, that you are generally and naturally more inclined to take risk, and you feel more confident and more have a stronger sense of self-belief. So people have started to apply these power poses in the most awkward places, like toilet cubicles, before going into a board meeting or before going into the interview. And guess what? It works. It works. So what you do with your body, you can change your physiology through power posing, right? But also be mindful what you do with your facial expression. How are you utilizing those 80 plus muscles in your face? What is your habit? How do you utilize those muscles in your face? Do you have a frown, upside down frown, a smile, upside down smile all the time? Or do you really utilize your facial expression to your advantage? There was so much research done in this field at University of California. University of California in San Francisco, I believe it was. They've taken a group of manic depressive patients who were completely dependent on antidepressants to feel anything other than depressed, a sense of control of how they felt, completely dependent on the chemicals. And they've taken them and they have exposed them to a training situation where they asked them to smile at themselves, looking in the mirror, to really force themselves to smile and apply those 80 plus muscles in their face. And guess what? Within one session, people start feeling that they're regaining a sense of control of how they feel by applying this smile. There was one patient amongst them, manic depressive, where she said she was even depressed while she slept. And guess what? After a certain period, I think it was 30 days of consistent daily rituals of smiling at themselves, these people have started to take their power truly back. They became more confident and started believing that they could control how they feel with this simple exercise. So smile, power pose, smile being another one. Also, be mindful of what you do with your breath. How do you breathe? Most of us don't breathe enough in the day, right? And those of us who are lucky to have an iWatch, I don't have one of those, but I know that they do that. They stop you in the day and say, breathe. And they essentially encourage you to take deep diaphragmatic breaths into your chest, because our breath has an incredibly powerful impact on how we feel. And also the fourth element, your diet. What are you eating? There's so much research being pumped into this. Just briefly mentioned that, your blood sugar levels, your blood sugar levels have an impact on how you feel, right? If you feel tired, some of them, I'm not saying you, certainly not you, but some of us eat a bar of chocolate and get a sense of sugar rush, we feel good. Only half an hour later, it goes all the way down and it's very short-lived. But essentially, it's all about being mindful of what we are eating, because that has an impact on how we feel, an immediate impact, but also a longer-term impact on how we feel in our lives. So your physiology is the step number one. Your body, how you use your body, is the step number one, or one of the most powerful ways how you can change your state, from feeling anything other than resourceful, ready, confident, knowing that you can and that you're worthy, and having a strong sense of self-belief in yourself. Change the way you use your body and regain that powerful state. And the second way how you can regain this powerful state is through the way you control your mental focus. Yeah? How you control your mental focus. What are you thinking about all day, every day? If you think about it, the human thought process is a process of asking. It's really an internal dialogue. We ask ourselves questions and we answer those questions, if you think about it. So all day long when we think, we're asking questions, we're answering questions, right? And if our internal dialogue, if what we are thinking about isn't making us inspired about what's to come, isn't making us feel confident, passionate, hopeful, optimistic, then we are not asking ourselves the right questions. We are not asking ourselves the right questions, if that's the case. Yeah? If you are asking yourself the questions all day, every day, why can't I ever succeed? Why can't I ever succeed? That is a completely disempowering question, if you think about it. Because you can't, no matter what answer you come up with, it can never be empowering. It can never allow you to answer this question. Does never allow you to provide an answer which puts you in a better state. Instead, ask yourself a different question. What is it I need to do today? What is it I need to focus on today that will bring me one step closer to feeling successful? What is it I need to focus on today that will make me feel that I'm on the right track? So it's not only about what we think about, but also how we think about these things. So if they think about, why can't I never succeed? What do you visualize? What are the images? What are the sounds you hear? What are the colors you see? Some people, when they want to lose weight and they have been failing, they've been failing and they feel like they can't because they have tried everything, according to them, which is more often than not the case. But people who feel that they can't lose weight and they focus on how big they are, they focus on the clothes they can't fit in, and they focus on how delicious the chocolate tastes, right? They focus on. But it's not only how you focus, what you think about, but how you focus. So when they focus on how delicious this chocolate tastes, right? What they really associate themselves with the chocolate. They associate themselves, they think of being in the moment, tasting that pleasurable chocolate on their tongue. They feel those sensations, which when you focus in this way and think about it in this way and attach emotions to it, you will find a stronger motivation to think along these lines as well. And also, when they focus, people who can't lose weight, when they focus on how bad they feel that they can't fit into that size 10, 12 jeans anymore they used to love wearing, but they focus on how they can't fit into the jeans, guess what you focus on, you're naturally drawn to. Your brain always comes up with an answer. Why can't you fit into the jeans? Because you are fat. Why can't you fit into the jeans? Because you eat chocolate all the time. And that makes you feel bad. It completely disempowers you, right? Why can't I get the promotion at work? Because you're not good at what you do. Because, and on the same day when you focus in that way, because your boss has told you multiple times that you need to step up your game, because you're not a good public speaker, because you're not confident in the way you present, whatever the reasons are. So the way you focus and the kind of questions you ask yourself all day, every day, remember the thinking process is a question-answer game, is going to determine how you feel about yourself, has an impact on your state. And the two main ways how to control your state, how you take your power back, the two main ways how you can shift yourself from any disempowering state to the state you need to be in to be at your happiest, at your best, at the most resourceful, is what you do with your body and your focus. So I do hope you have found this useful. I've got a little exercise for you to take away. Just a reminder, because I know that you know this, but I really want you to experience it, to feel it on your body, in your skin. Ideally, if you have somebody around, ask them. I mean, you don't have to. You can practice on your own, talking to the wall, or if you drive in the car, talk to the road, whatever. But ideally, you want to get the feedback from somebody else, but you will also feel it in your own body. I want you to take a subject you feel normally passionate about and speak to your friend, to the wall, about that subject in a completely dispassionate way, which is not you, but just try to pretend that you are not passionate and notice how you apply your body, what you do when you speak about the subject completely dispassionately. And then stand up, change your physiology, move about, get your passion back, think about the topic you normally do, and talk about it for at least 2 minutes from a completely passionate point of view. And notice how differently you apply yourself. Notice how differently you apply your body, how differently you breathe, how differently you use your face. Notice what the differences are. And when you're done, notice how both made you feel. If you are lucky enough to be doing this exercise with somebody else, get their feedback and write about it. Notice, put it down on paper what you have learned about yourself. That person may say, well, when you were passionate, you have engaged your hands a lot and you have breathed really deeply. I could see your chest really opening up. And your voice, oh my God, you have applied all these ranges of tone with your voice, oh my God. And you can write down everything that you have done that made you that displayed your passion. And I'm asking you to do this because we're all different, and we do have, we do all have our own little things that we should do with our body that makes us feel our passion more. And I want you to write those things down. And the next time you feel bored, you feel insecure, you feel helpless, you feel as a victim, you feel that you can't change something, you feel completely out of depth, out of control, I want you to remember what you did with your body when you are at your most passionate, and start applying those techniques. Start applying it even if you don't feel the passion from within. But when you apply it from the outside, the within will connect with your passion. The rest will follow. All you have to do is change your body, change what you do with your body, change how you breathe, change how you use your face, and how you feel will follow, even if you don't feel like that momentarily, but it will follow. So I do hope you have found this useful. What everyone wants and how you can get it is essentially all about feeling good. Everything that we want in life, whether it's something physical, a goal or aspiration, is because in the having of it, we believe we will feel better. It's our job to put us into that powerful, good feeling state all day, every day, because from this place, we are different beings looking at the world and what it has to offer from a completely different point of view. I do hope you have found this useful. If you want to come along to one of the in-depth coaching conversations, the group coaching conversations in the format of Mindset Reset Time, taking place every Tuesday between 2 and 4 p.m. and every Friday between 10 and 12 p.m. Get yourself a free day pass under themindsetmedium.com, the link to which you find in the description. It would be great to have you there. Thanks for watching. Live strong, live with passion, and remember, do the exercise and see what the answers are. Start applying it and let me know how you get on. I would love to hear from you and how you're training yourself to take your power back. Thanks for joining in, everybody. I hope you found this useful. Have a great day and live strong, live with passion, and bye for now.